Before we start, it should be noted that the next tutorial will observe the options enabled for customers obtaining the TV, hotpad, web app and mobile app Pro license set. If you realize this functionality is extremely useful for your hotel, but you cannot find it on your Hoteza account, please contact your Hoteza manager to make an upgrade. It is a known fact that an in-room dining menu is subject to change. This is true about the item prices, descriptions and even pictures. In this video, we will observe the ways of applying any changes to shop items or uploading a completely new room service menu to the Hoteza system. Despite the fact that shop pages also represent hotel gift shops or souvenir items, we will use an in-room dining menu as an example in this video. Let us explore the shop pages as your guests see them on their devices and observe the ways of placing an order on food. On the metro layout, any shop is represented by the picture in the title. We strongly recommend to locate the shops on the widest and the biggest tiles, which makes them attractive for your guests and, as a result, increases the conversion of sales. Some hotels may want to place a square video on the TV main menu tile, which is also possible. Under the main menu, the shops are divided into categories represented by a picture in the title. The working hours for the products under the category, if settled, are also shown here. In the web app, the new mobile app categories are represented in the upper bar and they do not require pictures, but categories with images are also possible for these devices. The creation of such pictures will be observed later in this video. Under the category, a list of food and beverages items is visible. All they have titles, small pictures, short descriptions and prices. Some of them have tags, allowing guests to filter products, and they provide guests with some special information. Clicking on a particular food or beverage page, another page with more detailed information appears on the screen. It should be noted that the previous page with the list of products is created automatically by the system as a shortened version of the product page. The product page contains the title, the full product description, which may contain the weight, the ingredients, the origin and so on, the picture, the price and the Add to Cart button. In case the product has the so-called toppings, the button will be called Choose Options and the list of toppings will be available after clicking on it. The Hoteza system allows to create 3 types of toppings. All of them can either require extra charge or can be free. They are counter, switch or select toppings. The counter topping type offers the guest to choose a quantity of the option. The switch topping type offers the guest to choose either to have this option or not with the product and is shown as the checkbox in the web app and a yes/no choice on TV and hotpad. With the select topping type, the guest chooses just one option from the offered list. In case the choice is obligatory to place the order, the topping will have a red star sign next to its title. The system will not let the guest proceed with the order before the mandatory selection is done. Placing of orders on food and beverages. Let us add several items to cart just in the way your guests do it on their devices. The guest is also offered to take an additional product with his order, usually a drink, and it is called the upsell item. In the cart, the list of the selected items is shown with their prices, as well as the service fee and the total amount. Also, the guest can see approximate waiting time for all the items, can choose the number of cutlery set and the quantity of the selected items. Then the guest chooses the time when he wants his order to be delivered. The choice of time and date can be disabled, and all the orders will have the present time. Before the confirmation, the selected item will be visible in the My Orders section. On the TV app, after the guest presses Confirm the order, he will be offered to fill in his room number, which prevents occasional order placing when using the TV remote. Here it is. The order has been placed, and its details are available under the My Orders section. Still, it can be cancelled here unless the hotel staff members change its status. Watch orders processing in detail in our other video. Let us now move to the Hoteza CMS directly to see the way of creating and editing the shop pages. Having access to your user account in the CMS, go to the Application, Edit Application Content on the left-hand side menu. Here you will see the list of content items for all the Hatasa devices. Shops are represented by an icon of a cart in the content tree. To create a new shop, press the plus Add Shop button. The main shop page requires the following settings: the title in different languages tabs, the working hours for the whole shop. Changes of working hours for each category of food item is also available on the corresponding pages. The main menu picture of high quality. Sometimes it can be replaced by an icon from our library, but we do not recommend to take out the juicy pictures. Enable the choice of a cutlery set, which is useful for in-room dining and useless for souvenir shops. Enable the choice of time available for your guests, which appears in the stage of order processing. Place a video on the main menu tile at the video URL field. Set a list of the tags such as chef's choice or containing allergens and so on. Press plus create tag button and fill out its title in all the languages tabs. Disable the shop for some groups of rooms or on particular devices using display groups or display on device. More about these fields please examine in our other tutorial. Each shop consists of both categories and product pages, which have their own properties and settings. It is not possible to combine two types of pages under the main shop page. So, in case there is just one main dish on your menu, please arrange it under a category as well. Otherwise, the structure may have problems with displaying on devices. Press the plus category button to create a new category, and it will appear in the content tree. Then adjust the following: the title in different languages tabs, the working hours, or the period of time when products under the category can be ordered. All the products under a category automatically derive its working hours. The picture using the crop tool. Just find an appropriate image of high resolution on your computer and crop it. The minimal dimensions requirements are always written next to the button for your information. As it has been mentioned above, the category pictures, even settled, will not be visible on the web app and new mobile app. To emphasize a category with an image of these devices, add subcategories under this category. A category of higher level will be represented by a picture on the screen. Disable the category for some groups of rooms or on particular devices using display groups or display on device. Under a category, you can create either a new product or subcategory. Please be sure that a category contains the pages of the same type inside. Otherwise, the structure may have problems with displaying on devices. Creation of product pages. Press the plus product button to create a new food or beverage item, and it will appear in the content tree. Then adjust the following: the product title in different languages tab. Please pay attention to the letter case and try to avoid the caps lock. Avoid long titles, as on TV app they will be displayed partially. The product description with the text formatting tools. Do not skip to fill it in other languages tabs, as your foreign guests might get confused when they see the empty descriptions. The product cost, which is displayed in the currency of your country. The working hours should be filled out only in case they mismatch the hours mentioned on the category page. Approximate time of delivery will be shown after order processing by a guest. Here it displays the longest period considering all the chosen items. The product image. It is the most highly recommended item to be filled in. The minimum requirements for the picture are given in the small note. Just use the crop tool to separate the fragment of your image. In case the hotel restaurant photoshoot is not ready, you can use the set of generic icons instead and replace them by real pictures later. The set of icons can be provided by your Hatasa manager. Disable the product page for some groups of rooms or on particular devices using the display groups or display on device. Finish applying text to items. If you have created a list of tags for your menu on the main shop page, just link them with the product by selecting them from the text drop-down list. Select an upsell item from the drop-down list, and it will be offered for your guest at the stage of placing his order. It is recommended to set the upsell items after all the items from the menu are filled out, to see their full list. Create toppings of 3 types as additional choices for each product page, for extra price or for free. At first, save the page before starting to create a topping. Then click on the plus Add Item button and select the toppings type. The counter topping allows the guest to select the quantity of the additional product, such as the serving of pecan for your pancakes. The switch topping allows the guest to agree whether to add an extra product. For example, let the guest tick several free toppings from the omelette, like bacon, cheese or mushrooms. Here, the price fields will be left empty for each of the items. The select topping provides the guest with the choice of just one item of the available ones. If for breakfast, a guest has to choose his drink from the list of coffee, tea or hot chocolate, the select topping type is the best solution here. If this choice is obligatory, switch the mandatory option on, and the system will not allow the guest to place an order unless the hot beverage is selected. Be sure the order of the products in a category, as well as the category's order, can be easily changed by drag and dropping them. Moreover, you can switch some temporarily unavailable items off by pressing the switch on the right-hand side and save the result. Later, when the product or category is back in stock, you will not have to fill them out. Just switch them on, press save, and they will be shown on guest devices again. Sometimes the shop sections have to be disabled from the guest screens for the time they are updated. For the Metro TV and the web app, it's possible just to remove the in-room dining section from the main menu, drag and dropping it to the left column in the Change Metro Layout section, and placing another text page saying "Coming soon" on the empty space. Of course, you have to create another page previously. More information about text pages creation, please find in our other video. For the classic or Scandic TV menus or first-time mobile apps, the section might be enabled just switching it off the menu tree. Once the corrections to the shop pages are applied, please keep in mind that they have to be published in order your customers can see them. Press the Publish button in the Preview and Publish subsection of the CMS, and within 10 minutes the updates will be shown on guest devices as well. Now the corrected shop items are prepared to be ordered by your happy customers. Service fee. The service fee is adjusted under the My Order section in the CMS. Change its value and select whether it is counted in amount or in percentage. Here you can also change the text for the service phrases used in the apps on the stage of creating and processing the orders in all the languages. Also, please note that the service fee is applied to all the existing shops and not applied to service pages. If you haven't found answers to your questions in this video, please contact us for more information.